Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I'm here to do the new moon in Scorpio reading for the sign of I've got my list right here. Cancer. We're on Cancer. Okay. And this new moon in Scorpio is, intense. And Cancer, with this water, you may be feeling it just as intensely. But Scorpio can dive deep within its emotions. Scorpio is not looking for anything superficial or anything like that. But this is a special lunar event that is going to energize your month. It's going to energize everybody. This new moon in Scorpio is going to give you the motivation you need to be bold and chase your dreams. This new moon in Scorpio is a time of daring choices and decision. This is an opportune time to launch new projects and follow your dreams. Now, the new moon is ideally a period of work. So whatever you're doing, be prepared to put the work in, Because the full moon is when you get your reward. So you got to put the work in now. So this is a new start, Cancer. A new start. And you're starting off with the magician. Do it like this. Infinite power here, infinite energy here. There's creativity. What is it that you want to create? What skill set do you have or inventiveness that you can put your willpower and self-confidence behind? This is whatever you can imagine, you can create. So this is about seeing your ideas through to completion. And maybe the art of persuasion or your ability to influence others. But make sure it's in the positive. But you can plant seeds that whatever it is you want to create. What do you want, Cancer, at this Scorpio moon? Because this is going to be powerful. You are going to be driven. Now, the next card we have here is the moon. And Cancer, you are the moon here. I love the way this is depicted. Isn't it beautiful? Wow. And so, what is it that you want to create at this moon? Now, the one thing about the moon, the way I love the way this is depicted. Now you see the moon, but you see how the water is flowing? So basically, you're being encouraged to understand the flow of cycles, understanding the flow of events, patterns, and how things happen, or creating patterns of meaning in your life. However, you have to be able to distinguish illusion from reality. So whatever you are creating and you're going with the flow, don't be delusional. I'm encouraging you to stay grounded and stay in reality. The moon is a powerful thing. Moon is mother. Or maybe even pulling this card, maybe you should talk to your mother. You have a relationship with your mother. Now, I also pulled a chakra card. And the chakra card that I pulled is balance. And which I think is very interesting since you got that moon card. The moon, you have to understand the flow of cycles or the flow of energy, and this is balancing that energy, that yin and the yang, the positive and negative, the hot and cold, the polarity within yourself is what needs to be balanced during this time, and staying grounded, because this is the root chakra. Now also, because of this, this root chakra is fire. It's a fire energy. So it's very I would just encourage you to maybe making sure that you're getting proper sleep and eating good, like pot. This now that the seasons change, a pot of stew with root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, parsnips, and some protein. Like if you're into meat, or you get some lentils or some type of beans, and make sure you're eating good and getting enough sleep. At the same time, it's really good for you to exercise, get some cardiovascular, or do some yoga, or go. It's kind of cold in this area now to go walk barefoot on the earth, but maybe you could go and put your back against a tree. That'll help ground you. That could work. But balance, everyone has these moments where, balance is the key. Everyone's trying to maintain balance, but we live in this physical world, like I said, with the polarity, day, night, hot, cold, and all these things. And it is a job. It takes a lot of energy to try to maintain balance, and living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. And when we can walk the path with no judgment and realize that everything has an opposite, it becomes a little less stressful, and it makes it easier to go with the flow. It makes things happen with a certain amount of ease and grace. So maybe you've been ignoring something and not giving it the attention it requires now. So it would be a good time to give some love and care and a focus to these things. It could be your thoughts in your head, relationships, work, family, or some project you're working on. And then really it's just time to let go and stop pushing and trying so hard. Just surrender. Balance, will bless your life, This is also an indication that maybe you already have balance in your life and you are working it. And if you are, I encourage you to continue. Now, I also pulled a crystal. It's the black tourmaline. Because it's black, I'm trying to, so that you can see it there. And this card is about protection. But what this is saying is consolidate plans and be realistic. Huh? Isn't that what the moon said? And it's also with the balance, balancing that energy. You'll soon see your way through any obstacles that you may be facing. But this is a good time to shield yourself and detoxify, or detoxify your body. Find a way to de-stress. This is not a time to putting stress on. This is a time to de-stress. De-stress, and to do that is definitely a good thing to watch your thoughts. And if you have a black tourmaline, or if you get one, it's good to keep it on your person. Keep it on your body, or in your pocket or someplace close to you to help ground you a little bit. Now, I also pulled an oracle card. And the oracle card that I pulled is the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And I think this is very apropos at this moon, because all those emotions, that could be stirring up right now, know what is happening around you is divinely being inspired. Learn from your current experiences and share them with others. This card was inspired by Jesus. If you kind of look at him, he looks like him. Who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, And this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as a great teacher within. The teacher wears the simple clothes here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in a higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace and joy, or peace through joy. So that balance, there's like a certain simplicity that I see here. And we've all had different experiences that we could look back at. But like this saying here, this is a humble. So maybe there's some humility that needs to, and you need to get in tune with. Especially if that's the teacher within, some humility. That's why it states, with the simple clothing, because he's humble. And he has that balance because he's balancing that yin and that yang, the positive and negative, the polarities in life. He's going with the flow, that ease that comes through humility. This is really very good. This is very good. Like, what seeds are you planting? What is it that you want to create? Because honestly, what you want to create, looking at the cards right here, I see this is more of an inside job, some emotional stability. Maybe the magician here is transmuting. He transmute energy. And with that moon, so I'm just assuming there's a lot of emotions that need balancing. So at this Scorpio moon, plant seeds for your own inner balance. Let me know what you think, Cancer. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.